take a look at Intel's Core i7-5550U. It's a Broadwell U series processor that's launching in January 2015. And we have some leaked information about this processor from one of those from here. That's where we get this and the slides that shows the details of this processor i7-5550U. It's actually a 2-core and 4 hyper-thread processor. It's with a base clock of 2 and a turbo clock of 3.0 gigahertz. Let's take a look at the Broadwell, the new architecture from Intel, which basically improves its fabrication process from 22 nanometer to 14 nanometer, and that in itself brings a lot of power improvements, so you are able to get same performance at lower power consumption level. And Intel has used this power improvement mostly in the direction of improving its graphics. It has introduced a larger number of execution units in the graphics. The CPU also gets slight improvement. Intel has basically worked a little bit on the low-hanging fruits in the CPU. It has better improved branch prediction, larger buffer size, and these two in together brings about 5% or slightly less than 5% improvement. We also have few new instruction sets, though it will take time for software to fully take advantage of these new instruction sets. So coming back to i7-5550U, as we saw in the presentation, it's a 2-core 4 hyper-thread processor at a clock speed of 2 gigahertz and 3.0 gigahertz turbo, and Intel is able to do all this thing while keeping its TDP rating at 15 watts, that's commendable, because you get a substantially fast processor at 15 watts, which improves battery life and keeps the laptops cool while running at it. And one of the good thing is the turbo. So the processor usually will run cool at 2 gigahertz, but as soon as you need the processing power, it can jump its performance to 3 gigahertz. Intel has several variation of combination of base and turbo clock. In some of them, the base clock is at much lower frequency and turbo is much higher. That probably is the best for if you are looking for mobility, high battery life. And there are other combinations where the base clock is pretty close to the turbo clock, which is good for the programmers who mostly work in offices and they have to run a lot of code. So depending upon what the kind of your scenario, you would choose a laptop that's suitable for your type of the work requirement. So as we said, we have a 5% processor performance improvement over Haswell for a given clock frequency. The graphics is a new story. We have a native support for DisplayPort, which is a new kind of connector which will allow you a high resolution display in addition to a flow of data in the same DisplayPort on using USB 3.0 and so on and so forth. You can daisy chain this DisplayPort connectors. We have a support for DirectX 11.2 that makes Intel basically catching up with AMD, which had support for this newer standards. And with the new improvement in the graphics, you should now have most of the games playable with this integrated graphics in low setting, and many of them should be playable in medium settings. It depends upon, of course, the game that you plan to play and the resolutions you are playing. So the HD graphics is substantially faster than Haswell counterpart, 20 to 30% of performance improvement. That's kind of improvement we are expecting with the Haswell. That's all we have now, but keep looking in the comment section for an updated information, including the benchmark and so on and so forth. May come up with an additional video on its performance. Thanks for taking a look.